What's up, Broncos country? Welcome back to another video here on the channel where we eat, sleep, and breathe Denver Broncos football. Today, we've got some breaking news that's got everyone talking. The Denver Broncos have signed tight. And Caden Prieskorn, an undrafted rookie free agent out of Ole Miss. To make room, the front office has released tight end Cole Fotheringham with an injury designation. So let's dive into this update, break down what it means for our squad, its potential impact on the season, and what we can expect from this move. Buckle up and let's get into it. Now, for those of you just tuning in and wondering who this guy is, let me introduce you to Caden Prieskorn. He's a 25-year-old tight end, standing at 6'5", 1.96 meters, and weighing in at 253 lbs, 115 kilo, a physical beast built for the position. He actually started his career as a quarterback at Orchard Lake St. Mary's in Michigan, even leading them to a state title in 2016. From there, he went to Fork Union Military Academy, played both QB and tight end, and eventually landed at Memphis, where he transitioned fully to tight end. In 2022, he had a breakout season with the Tigers, 48 catches for 602 yards and 7 touchdowns. In 2023, he transferred to Ole Miss, where he really made noise in the Peach Bowl, hauling in 10 catches for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns, earning offensive MVP honors. This guy is a versatile athlete, solid blocker, consistent hands, and a natural feel for the red zone that makes any fan dream about clutch plays. He went undrafted in 2025, signed with the Detroit Lions as a UDFA, but was waived after rookie minicamp. Now, he's here, in our house, ready to prove himself at Mile High. So Broncos fans, what do you think? Could Prieskorn be the missing piece in Sean Payton's offense? Let's be real. Our tight end group isn't exactly lighting it up like the days of Shannon Sharp. Right now, Evan Engram is the clear standout. The guy's a beast, no question. But behind him, we've got Adam Trotman, Nate Adkins, Lucas Krull, and Caleb Lohner, a 7th-round rookie. With Fotheringham out, there's now room for someone with real upside, like Prieskorn. And here's the thing. Prieskorn isn't just a camp body. The guy's got real production. Over 2 seasons at Ole Miss, 57 receptions, 850 yards, and 7 touchdowns. That's the kind of reliability you want in a target, especially with a young QB like Bo Nix, or whoever Payton rolls with. And don't forget, Sean Payton loves his tight ends. Remember Jimmy Graham tearing it up in the red zone back in New Orleans? Yeah, this could be that kind of move. Speaking of offense, let's put this in context. Last season, the Broncos shocked a lot of people. Against all odds, we made the playoffs, even while rebuilding and rolling with a young roster. Bo Nix showed flashes of real talent, but our offense was still up and down. The O-line is finally starting to gel with Mike McGlinchey and Quinn Miners holding things down, but our passing game still needs more weapons. Evan Engram is a field stretcher, no doubt, but he can't carry the offense on his own. Prieskorn could step in as a solid TE2, someone who can block in line and still make those clutch catches on 3rd down or in the red zone. And look, we all know Payton loves 2 tight end sets, the classic 12 personnel. With Prieskorn and Engram on the field together, we might see some more creative plays, taking advantage of mismatches against linebackers or safeties. Just imagine Prieskorn blocking on a run play and then slipping out for a short route, while Engram pulls the coverage away. That's the kind of thing that gets fans hyped. Now let's look ahead. The 2025 season is coming fast, and the Broncos are hungry to prove that the 2024 playoff run wasn't just beginner's luck. The AFC West is a battlefield, the Chiefs are still kings, the Chargers are rising with Justin Herbert, and the Raiders are always a thorn in our side. To compete, we need roster depth, and signing Prieskorn is a step in that direction. He's not coming in as the clear-cut starter. Engram's got that spot locked down. But Prieskorn could definitely compete for snaps with Trotman and Krull, especially if he shows in training camp that he can be that do-it-all tight end his former coach Lane Kiffin raved about at Ole Miss. And if he makes the practice squad, that's already a solid building block for the future. The potential is there. He's only 25, so there's plenty of room to develop under Payton's system. So Broncos country, what do you think? Could Prieskorn be that under-the-radar guy who steps up when it matters? Kind of like Greg Dulcich before the injuries? Or is he more of a practice squad depth piece waiting for his shot? This signing isn't just a random move. The Broncos front office, led by George Paton, has been aggressive in building up the roster. After an offseason where we brought in guys like Caleb Lohner through the draft and kept the defensive core intact with studs like Patrick Surtain too, it's clear the plan is to build a young, competitive team. Cutting Fotheringham after an injury shows the front office isn't wasting time with players who don't fit the long-term vision. Sean Payton's in charge, and we know he doesn't mess around. He already showed last season that he can do more with less, taking a rookie-heavy squad to the playoffs. But the pressure's on now. The fans want consistent results, and Payton needs to prove his vision is the real deal. So, Broncos country. Are you still buying into Sean Payton's plan, or is your patience starting to run out? Fans on X are buzzing about the Prieskorn signing. Some are even speculating he could compete for the H-back role, possibly challenging Nate Adkins. A post by Orsha David Talksbuffs floated that idea, saying Prieskorn brings a versatility we haven't seen much of in the offense lately. Others, like O'Trenton the Sip, pointed out the Ole Miss connection with Evan Engram, and some fans are already dreaming of a dynamic passing attack with those two making noise together. But, as always, not everyone's on the same page. Some fans are more skeptical, saying Prieskorn's just another practice squad body, and what we really need is an elite wide receiver or more depth on the D-line. What do you think? Time to bring in another offensive playmaker, or is this move enough to shake things up? For some perspective, let's look at the rest of the AFC. Teams like the Bengals with Joe Burrow and the Bills with Josh Allen have tight ends that really impact the passing game. Take Dalton Kincaid from the Bills, 73 catches for 673 yards in 2024. If Prieskorn can even come close to that level as a TE2, it'd be a massive upgrade for our offense. And if you look back at recent Broncos history, you know how much a reliable tight end can change the game. Remember Julius Thomas in 2013 and 2014 with Peyton Manning? He had 12 touchdowns both seasons. Defensively, we're still in good shape. Surton's leading the secondary, and the D-line can still bring the heat despite a few losses. But the offense needs more consistency, especially in the red zone, where we struggled in 2024. Prieskorn could be that guy who steps up when it counts, catching short passes or throwing key blocks to open up running lanes. Look, nobody's expecting Prieskorn to come in and be a Pro Bowler right off the bat. He's joining a competitive roster, and making that 53-man squad won't be easy. He's going to have to show what he's made of during training camp and the preseason games, especially against teams that really test our depth, like the Chiefs or the Ravens. But the potential is there, and Sean Payton has already proven he knows how to get the best out of underrated players. Prieskorn's biggest challenge is going to be adapting to Payton's playbook, which is seriously complex. He's played in different offensive systems at Memphis and Ole Miss, so he's got experience adjusting, but the NFL is a whole different ballgame. On top of that, chemistry with the quarterback is going to be key. If he can build a connection. With Bo Nix, we might see some highlight plays early in the season. Broncos country, the 2025 season is almost here, and the hype is real. Signing Caden Prieskorn is another step in building a team that doesn't just want to make the playoffs, they want to make a run at something bigger. Could this be the move that finally brings the Denver Broncos back to the top of the AFC? Or are we still missing that final piece to truly fire up this offense? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what's going through the minds of orange and blue Broncos country. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a thing. Share it with your fellow Broncos fans, because together we can make this fan base even stronger. Until next time, and go Broncos.